Yo, what's good, guys? Back at it again with another Inside the Mind. Want to thank you guys for all the support. This series always gets crazy support, a lot of love, a lot of comments, a lot of likes. So I do enjoy making them, and it keeps me on track for playing my regular ranked games. So I want to thank you guys for that. Because I have been going kind of crazy in ranked co-op. If you've seen any of the streams recently, you know, been running a lot of ranked co-op up. But before we get into it, first thing I'm going to do is we're going to change our logo. We're going to sandbag a little bit because I do not want this guy quitting. I would like to make this a one and done type deal for this video, but obviously I can't hide my record or anything, so he might still stay. This is the team we're going to load in with. Griffey in left, Mickey in center, Acuna in right. We're going Bellinger at first. I know you can't see it. I may platoon him with Austin Riley, but I think I'm just going to leave him in, just try him out. Haven't really got any at-bats with him other than co-op. Got Ribkin boosting us. He'll be out after the first pitch. We got Elliott short, J-Ram at third. We are now wildcarding Mike instead of Chipper. We'll see how that goes. And then Adley hopefully can turn some things around for us. Coming in for Ripken will be Marte prior to the first pitch. And it's going to be a Randy game. I know I told you guys, use an opener instead of using Randy. If you're on a game like this, where it's a milestone game for you, it's a legacy game, just pitch your best pitcher, right? Because for me, it is, Thursday at 11:53. The rank split resets tomorrow at, 3 o'clock for me. So for me, this is going to be my last push. I'm not going to be on tomorrow before 3. This is going to be my last little push. Hopefully it's one game. If it is 2 games, I'll show you guys that. But I will be pitching Randy. This is what the pin's looking like, and we can hop into it. Usually I would suggest you guys play some custom practice first, but for me, I've been playing ranked co-op a lot, and I got quite a few games in today, so I'm not too worried about it. So, slider-wise, I don't really care how far it ticks, necessarily, because there's a good chance I'm going to be on Legend anyway, and as long as I don't play somebody like 600 or under, I'll probably get my 6 points I need. So right here, that's good. A lot of guys that I've been coaching, if you guys do want coaching, if you do want one-on-one coaching, link is in the description. You can do that, or you can email me. So, this is going to be a Randy game. You can see our opponent readied up very quick. But a lot of guys I coach don't know that you can stop the slider. You can stop the slider to where you only play people close to you in rank. And this guy's probably going to be pretty good. He's got a good team, got a lot of righties, 2 lefties, but everybody else is either switch or righty. So I don't know how great Randy's going to do this game. So maybe I should have used an opener. Maybe not. So he's got the Kyle stuff. Kyle fanboy. He wants to friendly. I'm fine with it. I don't know that stadium, right? Maybe Kyle doesn't play at a max elevation stadium. Maybe he does. I'm not sure either way. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do this roll real quick, I think. Yeah, we are. If that was a max elevation stadium with those dimensions, I don't want to play there. And that's the main reason I accepted. I'm not scared of him or his team or having to face Randy. It's more so the stadium. If I'm at home there and it's the same guy, same team, I'm playing them. But being at a stadium I don't know, I'm not trying to play that game. So I'm going to restart my game. It looked like it froze. I'll be back when we're back in the ring screen. So we're back searching for a game here. Ideally, we do want a home game. But I'm going to show you guys, right? You can move the slider to choose who you play against. You know, you can go all the way right. You can go all the way left. You can stop it wherever you want. Whatever rating window you want to play people at. If you only want people close to you, then do that. You know, if I was 10 points off right here, I probably wouldn't let the slider drop below like 750 because I need points. So right here, we're gonna bait. We're gonna act like we're not pitching Randy. We're gonna be a little scummy because a lot of people, if they do hear you like click into your first starter, they'll just quit because they know it's gonna be Randy. So we'll see who we get here. We get Verlander. Interesting team name, Slamtana. Definitely a worse team than the last guy, but it just depends on how good this player is with this team. You can see he's got 2 lefties in his first 3 spots, so already we're kind of liking our chances more. It looks like we're at Laughing Mountain. We're at Laughing Mountain. Don't really care about the record or anything. I think we're just going to play this game, right? We like our pitching matchup. I don't like this stadium, but I do like it more than playing at Kyle's created stadium. So he's paused for this long, no friendly offer, which means he's probably warming up pitchers, which probably means he's in this for the long haul. 1-0. So Verlander has that Pedro Grayson type pitch mix. Gotta watch out for a circle change, cutter, and the outlier fastball. Also throws a decently hard slider, something to think about the lefties, not really the righties. You can see a righty has no problem going and getting it, but a lefty might get jammed by it because Verlander is topping out 91, 92, 93, 94 on that slider sometimes, so you gotta get the bat head around and not get jammed. But right there, pretty decent swing. It's looking like a Hall of Fame PCI. I could be wrong. We topped it. It dropped more than we thought it would. In general, after you hit a home run, I'd probably take the next pitch. Just as a general rule of thumb, most people don't throw strikes after giving up a home run. But this guy seems to be the exception to the rule. So, yeah, definitely Hall of Fame. You saw that PCI. Absolutely insane how big that was. So, this is a Hoff game. So, probably going to be a lot easier than if we were on Legend, but I was prepared to be on either, right? When you're at that like rating window with your rating slider, you should be prepared to play on either. In general, I'd probably warm up on the lower one and then speed up, but some people prefer to warm up on the higher difficulty and then kind of work their way back down. So that's going to be his main pitch combo. Is going to be that cutter and fastball, and the hard part is going to be trying to distinguish them from each other because they do look very similar until the cutter starts running. But right there, we missed. So right there, if that's Legend, it's probably a foul ball. It's probably not even put in play. But unfortunately, we slammed a little bit. We missed our pitch. That should be a home run. Gotta be on that. Gotta hit the ones down the middle. All right, bad swing. Decent inning. We got one run. We did not see the ball especially well, but in general, if you're not super comfortable against a pitcher, obviously work the count, take some pitches. Hopefully this guy won't quit now, right? We didn't do too great. So wild card in this Griffey. We got our water. Trying to stay hydrated. And we're going to try to not be too brain dead when pitching to Griffey, right? Most people love pitching lefty-lefty the same way. So we're going to try to mix up those tendencies. Sometimes we'll pitch to him like we would usually lefty-lefty. And then sometimes we need to throw in like a tendency breaker and change up what we're doing. Keep him guessing. Keep him honest. So, terrible pitch. He cranked it. Can't be throwing that. Been playing a lot of co-op recently, where the pinpoint's a little more strict. Kind of throwing me off a little bit. So, not a bad swing by him. His averages kind of tell me that that was probably just an anomaly. And that he just hit one that we hung. You can see he doesn't bat higher than like 340 with anybody. I think his Mickey average was higher than that. Candelario? Arcia. That's interesting. But Shohei was his DH, not his, not like a primary position player. So if we are really on Hall of Fame, like I think, it's probably going to be better for this guy, right? Because I'm a lot more comfortable in Legend than your average player. So this guy will probably be more competitive in this game. You can see he swings at that. Not super duper comfortable. He's very worried about getting jammed. Obviously, Laughing Mountain, there's really no great way to pitch here. If you let him be late, you got that short right field wall, those bleachers that come up pretty early.
2 strikes.
Left, you got that short porch over there. There's really not too many great ways. So he's being somewhat disciplined. We're trying to not be too much of a bot pitching and kind of think about what we're doing and not just try to 3-pitch him. But we got to be throwing perfect. We can't keep pitching in this manner. This is not good enough. Not for a World Series game. Going into those World Series games, yeah, you want to hit good, but your pitching's got to be perfect, man. I mean, that's the main thing you can control. If you can sit up here and throw a perfect pinpoint every time, that's more so in your control than hitting. Hitting, you can get unlucky. You can, miss pitches that you shouldn't miss. pitching is pretty much all in your control. I mean, yeah, he could pull an early outside cutter for like a home run or something, but in general, you have more control over your pitching results than your hitting. Point in case, right? We absolutely barreled that ball. Our PCI is basically even with the ball. You would like to see that be a liner or at least a hard ground ball for a hit. And you know, we got the short end of the stick there. So that's the pitch we got to watch out for. That cutter is devastating. It's definitely Verlander's best pitch. Everything else is kind of bad from him. So another one absolutely smoked. Somehow we didn't get under it with the PCI, but it's unfortunate. Yeah, so really we're watching out for the four seam and the cutter. Those are going to be his best two pitches. Everything else he throws, we are fine with hitting. And just straight up reacting to it. We don't have to look for anything else he throws. We'll just react. But we do have to look for the fastball, look for the cutter, and differentiate between the two very early, or we're going to be early on the cutter constantly or late on the fastball. So we got to read what it is. Right there, there's not a lot you can do. That's basically a perfect. Our PCI was just under it by a little too much, but the timing was there. And honestly, I'm not mad about that PCI whatsoever. So, the one bad thing about Randy versus a lineup with a lot of lefties is you get predictable very quick if you're not careful and don't mix up your pitches and locations and throw in those tendency breakers. Yes, he is at like an inert disadvantage because he's having to hit lefty-lefty so much. But also with that, we fall into these nasty tendencies that make us easy to hit lefty-lefty. So we got to try to avoid that. We got to throw in some weird pitches. Somebody like Randy is a lot more predictable than somebody like Luke. Like right there, I threw him 5 fastballs in a row. Sometimes you got to do that. You got to keep him honest. And if he hits a home run on it, then he hits a home run on it, and it is what it is. So, again, we are just barely missing that splitter over and over and over and over again. Got to pitch better with that pitch in particular. And right here, I think it's a good time to throw it. It is. So, to really make them respect and swing at that splitter more often, you kind of have to throw this low fastball. And it might get cranked, it might not, but if you can throw that for a strike and just have it nibble at the bottom of the zone, it's going to open up low and in sliders that they wouldn't usually swing at. It's going to open up the splitter a lot more because those pitches look so similar. So right here, we're going to start him with it. And he read it right. So kudos to him. He was just a little late on it. But the more we throw that and the more eager we make him to throw at that low and in fastball, low and down the middle fastball, the more prone he's going to be to swinging at the balls that we want him to swing at. So right there, we obviously have Ripken in the field. Not great. A little mental mistake. Bellinger's first at bat. So I'm going to lock in here, probably not talk too much. See what this player of the month Bellinger's about. He's about hitting singles. That's about what he's done in co-op. I don't think I've seen him hit a home run in co-op yet, but he's hit quite a few doubles and singles. Has a very good swing. I can't complain. I think he's a top 5 outfielder in the game. Oh no. I'm waffling too much. Alright, so unfortunately Marte comes in a 1-strike count, so we need to pay attention to that. This is not a new at-bat now. You can see he's probably wanting to pitch for a double play. In general, on pass balls like that, I'll almost never go. It's usually not worth it. Because it is really hard, right? I'm sure we've all seen those ones where they just bounce off the back wall and they come back harder than when they hit the wall. And the catcher just gloves it super easy. Alright, so right here we're going to hit and run because I know I'm going to make contact. I'm not going to strike out.
Steal.
We're going to stay 2 here. Now we're going back to first because it's very obvious he's going to catch it. Okay, so he sat on second for an hour. I guess Bellinger was high. Don't know what else to say about that. I was trying to send them back the entire time. Very unfortunate by us. So that's going to drop for a double. Oh, no, he gloves it clean. Interesting. So, unfortunate that we got that to happen. I guess I should have went back to first immediately, but I thought that last one was going to be a blooper, and we missed it. So, we're going to lock in a little bit here, try to put this game to rest. Should have hit that one down the middle with Acuna, to be honest. But we took it. We got a little too
One
conservative.
ball, one strike.
Or with Marte. So we got to hit that. He's still on the outside four seam a lot, and then he's still on the inside cutter. So we got to hit one of them right there. Something interesting. Tells me a little bit about this guy. Maybe he was just throwing an elevated fastball. Maybe he is smarter than I'm giving him credit. With J-Ram, he's so short. Although that ball is not in the zone, it looks like it would be in the zone because any other batter in the game it would be. So something to think about. So Duran absolutely smashes lefties. So we gotta be a little careful with our pitches right here. I think we're getting a little too predictable. We're throwing the first pitch splitter quite often. And I'm gonna throw a two-seam here, even though I'm not a huge fan of it. Obviously on Hall of Fame, if they swing for the four-seam, they're probably gonna hit the two-seam out early. Not a huge fan of that pitch. And right here, we're going to throw a dot. That best case for him would probably be a double. We missed our spot. It ended up in a better spot. I did not think he would swing at that high-level fastball, but he did. So, clearly, he hits pretty well with Slamtana. The slider is the only pitch we've given up a home run all game, so we need to lock in on that and throw it more accurately. You can see we're kind of struggling to put it where we need to. Even when we do perfect it, Randy's still missing. So he sat back. We got too predictable. And honestly, the read I'm getting now is you got to make this guy hit a fastball. He has not scored up a fastball the whole game. Obviously, it's kind of obvious after that swing and this being lefty-lefty that I might throw a fastball. So I don't love throwing it here, but we got to keep him honest, honestly, because he's hitting off speed. He's hit the slider, and he's hit the splitter. And I want to see him touch a fastball before the game's over. If we get beat by him when he's only hitting off-speed well, that's a problem. So we got to pitch better, man. That's a strikeout pitch. I fully believe he's swinging at that if we put it where we want. But we are selling the bag right now.
That's ball two.
He takes again.
2 balls.
So we're going to get a little creative here. Great pitch. With that being said, Randy still hung it down the middle because, of course, he did. We just can't put anything anywhere we want it. So he is finally good. He is finally on the fastball. We're going to, check him and make sure he's still on the fastball. He's not.
0-1.
You can see he is just fiending to hit off-speed pitches. So we got to keep that in mind and be careful with where we're putting that. Like Randy hanging it down the middle on a good pitch release. Randy's really selling us this game. I mean, are you serious? That was a perfect, and he puts it somewhere where it can be hit for a home run. So, you can see, like I said, we're throwing those low and in fastballs, opened him up for the slider, which is what we know he wants to hit anyway. So, I feel like we've hit better, to be honest. He had the perfect, but I think our swing was better because it was an outside slider that we went with for a home run. It's very, very difficult swing. He hit a slider that got hung down the middle out. So I'm feeling good. I feel like we're putting decent swings on the ball. We're just a little bit off each time. Obviously, I'm hitting off Verlander and he's hitting off Randy, so grain of salt. But I think we've had better swings up until this point in the game. Right here, he's scared of Trout. I tried to R2 not to be toxic, but to see where he pitched him last at bat. But obviously, you can't check that after he's already thrown pitches. So 3-1, we're looking to get aggressive. It was down the middle, but it was low. It's a decent spot. Right here, we got to be on. All right, there we go. Saved it. We saved that back. We almost fumbled it. So, Ellie, he threw low and away, middle in too. That's what I figured was coming. Would be that inside cutter. Ellie has a very foot up, foot down swing, and then you're swinging. So, that cutter is going to look good to Ellie. Just missed it. Timing, man, timing. So, we got to avoid the double play here.
That's a ball.
Yeah, even if that clips is on, I'm probably not swinging at it. We're trying to avoid this double play quite a bit. That should probably be a double down the line. It's hard to sit back, especially when he has that pitch in his back pocket. That's a good spot for it. But Griffey's up. We feel good with Griffey, especially against Variety.
Ball one.
Good pitch. I doubt he wants to go 2-0 right here, so we'll probably get a strike, I would assume.
Hey.
It's just a little off center. It's a good spot. Good spot to miss.
Nope.
Right there. I mean, if we're swinging right here, we got to really like a pitch. I really did like that one. We're just a little under it. Struggling. Good pitch, man. That looked really weird out of his hand. I think Hall of Fame's hurting me more than it's helping me, but we'll try to lock in and have a good swing here. What a pitch. I mean, that PCI is huge, man. That's crazy. Like, I feel like I can hit anything, and maybe I should take that approach, right? We were a little too patient that inning. I mean, Griffey getting a middle-end fastball, like, that's his pitch, man. Other than off-speed, low and into him, that is his pitch to hit, and we should have turned on that. And this guy doesn't seem the greatest, but he seems good enough to where he's probably going to get more than one run at this stadium for the rest of the game. So, we got to swing the bat a little bit at least. I'm thinking 3 runs maybe wins us the game, probably ties the game.
2 is the count.
4 runs seals the game, I think, here against this opponent. So we got to pick up the bat and swing a little bit. You can see that's almost a home run because we're at Laughing Mountain. If that's down any and he has better timing, it probably is. So something to be conscious about when you're playing on Hall of Fame or lower, and you're at one of these parks, is that can be a home run pitch if they're on it.
Got him.
Now batting.
A little lightheaded, man. Talking a lot this episode. Might need to just calm down a little bit, just a tad, and just lock in next inning. Right? Let's avoid those late game stressful innings by locking in a little bit more. Right there, he's never gonna hit that out if he's not early on it. So, relatively safe pitch.
The left fielder,
Ideally, you don't want to see contact like that, but for the most part, safe pitch.
Soto.
Great pitch right there. So he's looking fastball, lefty. I guess that's a kudos bunt. Those happen. Not very often. Not to be confused with bunt dancing.
0-2.
Okay, never mind. He's bunt dancing. Sometimes it's okay to give kudos, and just, good pitch, man. You beat me, but I don't think that's what he's doing, especially not now. But, that's karma for you. Just play the game, man. Just play the game. That should have been a home run. I fell on that. I don't know. He's getting very predictable. I'm expecting slider or inside cutter. He hangs that. That's not going to leave, I don't believe. Way too much launch angle. Not hard enough. Deepest part of the park. We're starting to see Verlander. I mean, that's 2 decent swings back-to-back. If that's on Legend, that swing is nothing. But on Hall of Fame, it threatened. Didn't go. Not even close. Decent pitch by our opponent. Looking for a strike here, probably. He grooved that. That's crazy. We got to get the bat head up and go hit that. Because that cutter sinks, right? It sinks a little bit. So even if that was the 4-seam, which is what I thought it was out the hand, it would have been even higher. So we got to move it a bit. He's getting so predictable now. So he's still on a lot of strikes. Getting pretty disrespectful with how many strikes he's throwing. So Jorge Polanco cost him at second. I'm sure he's not happy about that. Is that Mickey and Wright? Playing Mickey and Wright is psychotic when you're playing here. If anybody,
Acuna Jr.
This is the Mickey Mantle center field, so it's kind of crazy to play him out there. We're just looking to turn on a fastball. Good pitch. He doubled up.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Acuna has 2 of our better swings this game. All right, 3-2 with 2 outs. If you watch the base running video, we are running here. Good pitch. Right here, he should be fine with walking us, but he's giving us ones to hit. Good foul. We weren't exactly ready for that. So we're on 2. He is smart enough to go 1. Yeah, right there, we showed our hand. For a poker analogy, we showed our hand a little too much. It's very obvious we were swinging, right, with how we just swung the bat the last 2 times. So you gotta be a little smarter. Do need to stop talking so much. Very lightheaded. Putting out more oxygen than I'm taking in.
0-1's the count.
Very early. I don't like this pitch anymore. but we're still gonna throw it. We're gonna commit to it. I don't want to be stepping off the mail and
No balls,
having him
2
thinking
strikes.
that I'm second guessing myself. Especially when he's that late on that. Terrible at bat by him. All right, come on. That gives us a little bit of momentum.
Out.
We just have to hit it all next inning. I was positive Acuna was going to come through for us right there.
Ball.
Decent pitch. I mean, it's not great, I'll be honest. So we're through the 5th. Ideally, I would like to get more out of Randy, but I could also see him getting shelled kind of soon.
Nope. Outside.
He's missing spots. Obviously, not all of that's his fault. Some of it's just me being terrible. I feel like Felix will be decent against this guy, and then we'll go Chapman in case I need another lefty, but we're going to try to stretch Randy out as far as possible, hopefully. I would like for Randy to make it through like the 8th.
That's inside.
It's right there. Randy missing a spot again. Like, he just can't find his zone. We got to avoid a walk here. Terrible take by him, right? I mean, you guys saw where I wanted that ball to be. And he just missed. He missed again. Okay, Randy.
Ball 4.
So bad, man. It's so bad. Like, there's just no way I missed that bad over and over again. Terrible, man.
Oh,
I'm really not missing that. The accuracy was because of the server. The degrees is all my fault. Degrees is always my fault. So right here, we picked our pitch pretty early. You can see he tried to sneak in an R2 because he's such a lovely guy. There we go. Great pitch. Jammed him. Anytime you have a very fast slider like that, it becomes very valuable to opposite-handed batters. It's very easy to jam somebody with the slider. It goes 92, 93, especially when somebody like this guy where he's looking off-speed most of the time. Right here, I'm going to try to light his eyes up with a above fastball, but we missed again because we just can't find the zone, man. Like, oh, such a bad pitching display by me.
Ball 1.
Decent take by our opponent right here. I'm going to throw him something that's hard to hit. He wants the R2 again because he's such a nice
2
guy.
balls, 1 strike.
Yep, here we go again. I'm going to hold the ball. I'm going to throw him off his timing. No, man. No, man. No, Randy. I'm just going to wait. Great pitch. There we go. That's the one he wants to swing at. Very interesting by our opponent for that to be the one he wants to swing at. Threw my timing off. Good pitch. He didn't want to swing. He wanted to walk again. Very much left it right down the middle. I swear they've touched pinpoint. All right, we're going to lock in this inning. This guy's true colors are showing. He's not above doing anything to try to win. So we're going to try to turn up just a little bit this inning. Cherry's going to get a little closer. Terrible swing, man. Like, the server feels a little all over the place, but it's not an excuse, especially in the 6th inning. You should be adjusted by the 6th inning. So we got to do better. You see, he has a 10 career ERA with Verlander, and we only put 1 on him. So he's historically bad with Verlander. I didn't touch A barely at all during that swing. I mean, that's just insanity. There we go. That one should go. Yeah, we don't need the R2 over here. We'll just lock in a little bit more. Treat it like a World Series game a little bit more. Because clearly, pitching-wise, we're not. We are just awful on the mound this game. This guy should have way more runs. If he was focused on pitching a little more and not just, just R2ing me and just hitting the ones I leave down the middle, he'd be in a better spot. But he wants to R2 and take pitches down the middle. So he's not having as much fun anymore, apparently. Yeah, stop throwing it, man. It's too predictable. It's his first pitch to every batter. Like, at some point, it becomes too predictable. You got to change up your tendencies. You got to mix it up. So right here, I'm expecting a cutter, probably. Yep, that is the exact pitch we got. We just, we're a little under it. Otherwise, it'd probably be a home run.
Ball, that's inside.
Come on.
That's ball 2.
This is game over. If I can just hit one out right here.
Ball,
Getting a little
that's out.
scared. Good spot. Middle end has been his spot in those type of counts, but he went low and away. High and away. We're doing a good job of fouling off pitches we don't really want to hit. And there we go. We walk.
Take your base.
We walk. We got Adley up. Hopefully he can turn on. It's not turning on it, but it should be a foul ball. So right there, I was expecting a strike. I'm expecting him to try to jump us, get aggressive, right? He's gotten behind the past few batters. Good pitch, I guess.
No balls, 2 strikes.
I was expecting him to stay aggressive, and I still kind of am.
Ball 1.
A little bit. We got 8 up, man. So I was telling you about those kind of fast sliders. So right here, we tag the third. We don't tag the second. Because I had a feeling something like that would happen. That's why you don't only run with your bumpers. Bellinger will probably get lefty, which is fine with me. Because he's more than, decent lefty-lefty. Not super uncomfortable. Loop's going to be kind of tough. Got to turn on the sinker,
Loop.
Got to know what he's going to try to throw with him. It's going to be the sinker. It's going to be the cutter away. It's going to be the slurve. Right there, I believe. Cut piece, yeah. He left cutter right down the middle. So, great swing. That's probably the game. I wouldn't be surprised if he quits after that, especially since he's having to go against Randy. But we'll see. Good debut for Bellinger. Loop, not a great Hoff pitcher in particular. Legend, absolute filth. Hoff, not so much. We read the wrong pitch. All over it, though. Knew it was coming. Of course he tops out on the sinker. If that's not 96, maybe I foul it. But gotta be ready for that, right? And it's a huge mistake pitch. I mean, if I hit that, that is 7-1. This game's over. And he just used his best lefty specialist to give up multiple runs. But unfortunately, we did not get any of that. Great pitch by Randy. So right here, Randy gets a second to win, right? He was struggling. I was debating pulling him out of this game, and now he's chilling. He's got probably 3 extra base hits I'm willing to give up with him, or like 2 runs before I even think of pulling him. So we're kind of cruising now. We can get super aggressive. We were already pretty aggressive for a lot of the game. Now we can get hyper aggressive with him. Try to punch this guy out. He's walked up to the box last few innings looking to walk. At some point, you got to make him pay for that. So Mickey had his only great swing of the game so far. So we're going to be a little cautious about it. Because we found the one person on the world that Mickey Mantle is their best hitter. So we're try to be a little smarter about how we pitch right here. I don't want overly pitch for the double play. He probably thinks that's what I'm doing right there. Ideally, I wanted that strike. Or I wanted that splitter to be a strike and not in the dirt trying to coax a double play out of him. I'm just trying to get the punch out here and take control of this inning again. So right here, we're going to throw him something that I have not thrown him all game. And he's on that. So, again, what was I saying before? Got to make him hit the off speed. I think he's out. If he goes home, he didn't. So, 2 outs. He's rallying. And you know why he's rallying? Because we're not throwing the fastball enough. We have let him sit back on his heels and hit a splitter and a slider. 2 slow pitches. So, right here, we're going to slow him down even more, or we're going to throw a fastball. Those are my 2, gut feeling calls. You can see very early, if that's a slider, it's probably down the line for a double. Right here, I'm going to try to bait him to swing at that fastball.
1 ball.
Would have been nice. Would have bailed us out the at-bat. But right here, we're actually... Oh, wow. So bad, man. So bad. Like, I get a half pull right there. Like, are we serious? So that changes the dynamic of this at-bat a lot. It went from an at-bat that I was completely in control of to one that's very 50-50. Luckily, he bails us out and swings at another splitter that we missed our pitch release on. So right here, I think we have to make him respect this low fastball. There we go. So if we can open up, he's swinging at the slider. We just need to open up this way inside slider that he should have no business. You see, he's never going to swing at that pitch.
1-1.
Mainly because of where Randy wanted to put it at. He put it in a terrible spot.
1 ball.
But yeah, if
2
we can
strikes.
just throw this fastball a lot and open that location up more, we'll be good. So he was on that. I preach it very often that at these high ranks, inside and outside timing windows are dramatically different. So right there, we tried to throw the outside fastball and double up and change his expectations and get him guessing. But Randy just stinks.
Ball, that's it.
In general, a lot of the the pitching problems are because of me and my recent struggles with using pinpoint. But some of it is Randy, right? I'm sure we've all had bad days on pinpoint where every good that we throw is still dotted. And recently it has not been like that at all
Leading
for me.
off for the
So
Tar Heels.
I have to really lock in if I'm actually trying to pitch great. Okay, he's staying because of how good he did against Randy last inning. So that's great for us. That's great for the video. Do I think the game's going to get competitive anytime soon? Probably not. We're in the waning stages of this. If we get any runs, it pretty much seals it. Very obvious how he's going to pitch Ronnie. Away cutters, away sinkers. Or not away sinkers. Away cutters, away sliders. And
He's out.
wow, that so deserves to be a hit. And inside sinkers. Josh Donaldson, man. Like, really? He left it right down the middle, and we kind of squared it up.
Hey.
So you can see he's got a new pitcher. You know, more confident, better command. He's going back to pitching a lot of strikes. So we got to be ready early in the count to hit. And right there, he just got hyper aggressive. Hopefully we can get that to bro. We can't get anything to go our way. Okay, that's fine. We'll just crank one. Let's stop being babies, I guess, and just actually like put a good PCI with good timing on one and just watch it go a mile. Would be
0-2 is
nice.
the count.
Nope, we're gonna get a very late double down the line. I'm not happy about it, but like I tell you guys, do not be on auto shift. It only hurts you. And we actually got triple out of it.
Save.
Which in general is kind of a stupid thing, but I could kind of tell we weren't going to get hosed there. So Ellie, we got to be early. He's been jamming us with every batter. And there was his one off speed. I doubt we get another one. We got to be early. We got to be on something. And we were extremely early. There's a Hall of Fame for you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
If that's on
please
Legend,
join us
that's
for the
probably good
traditional
timing.
seventh
Might even be a
stretch.
late timing swing, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. We showed him we're still a threat. This is Randy's last inning. In general, I'd probably pull him here, right? JD and Acuna. I think this guy is Acuna. Probably my two most scared batters for Randy to face. So ideally, I'd probably pull him, but he's just cruising so much.
0-1.
And worked out of a crazy hard scenario last inning. I mean, second and third, no outs, and the guy doesn't score. I mean, that is an
1 ball,
all-time fumble
2
by
strikes.
him and a great clutch by us with Randy. So we need to actually put this pitch where I'm asking for it to
Ball
go
2.
more frequently. We are missing our spots way too much. And it's making Randy look a lot worse than he is. Right there, he is either later sided good or just late, and it just bang, it just took all the power off that swing. Should have been a home run if he had good timing.
Now
But
batting.
yeah, so probably later side good and probably under a little bit, and that's the whole reason the Heat does not have a home run off that swing. You can see, I mean, he's been so antsy on the slider all game. I might as well throw it more often, to be honest, and just punish him for not having that developed eye for inside pitches. I mean, you can see he just had the same swing again, and we're just going to tunnel the slurve with it. It's going to be even slower, and it's going to break even more. And unfortunately, we just can't hit the spot. That should have been a punch out, but I just can't hit the spot right now. Dude, like, if I could just pitch better, this is not a close game. It's already not a close game, but this would probably be a mercy if I could pitch better. It would be 6-0, and we'd probably, honestly, we would probably be hitting better if I could pitch at all and wasn't insanely frustrated with how bad we've been pitching. So another decent swing for him, but you know, he's the one at Laughing Mountain. I don't really want to be here. And it's not like I'm playing to the park. Every home run I've hit are swings that would go at any park. So you can see he's getting very toxic. It's fine. I'll let him get it all out of his system. We're gonna do it again or what? No, we're done. So terrible pitch. Terrible pitch. If it goes where we want, he just flew out for the third time this inning to center field. But we missed again. Like, you have to be so precise with pinpoint on higher difficulty. I don't know if it's just a mental blockage with me right now, or if they did a little like shadow patch to kind of like make it harder. But I have missed so many pinpoints that are like that close to being perfect, but they're not, so they're thrown right down the middle. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know what they've done to it. So again, you could say he got unlucky there. Not really. He's the later side of good. If he would just get the bat head around and be any amount earlier, it's a guaranteed home run. Unless his PCI is just way off of it, which we are on Hall of Fame. So you can get some pretty fluky contact,
Nope. That's
even
inside.
with being way off the ball. I was expecting a strike there. I'm
That's
definitely
inside.
expecting a strike now. I doubt he'll walk Griff. Another good swing by Griffey, and honestly, if he doesn't dive there, I'm pretty sure he gloves that. So I'll take the blessing, and we'll hit a 2-run bomb and get out of here, because this guy is itching to quit, I have a feeling. But we'll see. Probably not happy about that swing, but, you know, when you get so predictable that I can tell you exactly what pitch you're going to throw every single time you pick your pitch, bad things are going to happen. He's basically tipping his pitches. I mean, he's throwing the same way to every batter the whole game. And really, it's the only reason I have any runs, because I'm not hitting especially well right now.
That's a ball.
I try to ignore the pop-up and crank something. Very unfortunate. Like, that's so bad, man. The amount of hard ground outs we've had. If we could just get one through the hole on the right side of the infield, we'd probably have like a couple more runs right now. 1 or 2 more. That one wasn't as egregious as the one earlier in the game, but it's still not great. Like 108. You'd at least like to see the first baseman like bobble it and then mess up the double play. So right there, he's seen Randy enough. Randy's tired. I was just gonna try to give him the quality outing, let him get through at least 8, but it's fine. So right here, this guy,
Ladies and gentlemen,
we're gonna make him guess what pitch is coming, which is basically what he's been doing the whole game, and he hasn't had too much success. So Felix is a good pick here.
Ball.
I mean, look at these pinpoints, man. Even when I do throw them good, like it's brutal out here. What a turn! Oh, we got him, bro. That's crazy. That's such a crazy turn. So that's a double play for him, which is well deserved because he was early on a ball out the zone, but are good. It's crazy. It's crazy. What a dot from Felix. So Yelich is the pick for him. Scary at bat. Yelich has a very good swing, and we hang one. That's gonna be a late foul ball. Tough. Just late too. Nah, we got lucky there. It should probably be 6-3. I'll be honest. It should probably not be, to be honest. I shouldn't have left as many down the middle as I have this game. But
1 ball.
you can see he
2
is just
strikes.
so reluctant to try to hit a fastball that we're just going to keep throwing him. He is begging for another splitter down the middle, which is the opposite of what I'm going to give him. There we go. Speed him up. Felix is very dominant against players like this. Players that don't react hit off the fastball, they guess pitch.
leading off for North Carolina,
So good. He's so
the
good.
first
So right
baseman,
here, we're looking at outside fastball probably.
Bellinger.
That's what happens when you pitch to every batter the same way. Shout out to Belly in the debut. What, 3 for 4 with 2 home runs? Absolute dog. Is he done? I appreciate him letting the PXP count if he is done.
Your
No,
attention,
he's
please.
fighting. So I've not seen Kimbrel yet. Good legend pitcher, I believe.
Kimbrel.
Probably gonna be BP on Hall of Fame. So quite the take there. Ooh, terrible pitch by him. We missed it. Tough. That release is pretty weird, I'll be honest. He's a little underrated. I said the car was just straight up bad. He's got his spot.
He's out.
Will I bring him in against a lefty? Probably not. Righty, he looks pretty tough.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
On top, that's why I look like that. I was about to say, this probably should have been a home run. He's pitching very odd with Kimbrel. So that's kind of compounding on like his weird release for me. There we go. It's at least a double. Not going to be a home run, but we'll take our double off the wall.
Time out. That ball bounced over.
Not terrible. Not a great swing by us, but not terrible either.
Hey.
So, throwing hooks. That's an interesting way to pitch. If he throws it again, we're on it. He doesn't. With 1 out, that's such a bad swing. In 2 out, that might not be the worst pitch to swing out, but with 1 out, man, we got to get something that we can do a little more damage on than that. Hopefully Mike can come through for us. He's not. We got too antsy right there. I was really looking for him to hang another curveball. I know he wanted to so bad, but we got a little antsy. Shout out to Bellinger, man. Like, what a monster. I'm not particularly like happy with how this game has gone, but you know, we're gonna make World Series off of it, and it's a full-length video, so I don't have to sit here and play multiple games and worry about the difficulty changing from game to game. So if you guys are trying to make the World Series push, I'm hoping this can help with some thought process. A little too aggressive. All right, we got to dial it back. He had those couple innings where he was fine with taking fastballs down the middle. He's past that now. He's swinging at pretty much everything. So we're going to try and manipulate that and get a double play. And you could make the argument that probably should have been it, but it's fine. We'll double down. He's not really making that adjustment. He did slow down a little bit, but ideally we want to punish him. But, you know, Felix missed his spot. Make him read fastball at the hand.
2-2 the count.
We sailed it. We're like .01 earlier off a perfect pitch, and it does that. Like, bro, I don't know what they did to pinpoint, but it's way different now. You pretty much have to perfect like everyone. It's right here. Probably should have just went 2 with it. I don't know. I want the guaranteed out here, right?
Now batting, shortstop.
Probably should have got the lead runner, but yeah, I don't know. I wanted to, but then I saw 2 was not gonna happen right there. So maybe that's a little bit of a throw, but I just want the out, man. When you're in these late game situations with such a lead like we have, you just need the outs. We can give up 3 runs and we're chilling. J-Ram with the play of the game. What a web gem. Oh my. Any other third baseman just gloves that super clean, and it's not a hard play, but him being the midget that he is, what a play by him. So ideally, I want Felix to finish this. This is where I would start to have some question marks on him. I feel like he's kind of been seeing him pretty decent.
1 ball, 1 strike.
But with the score being what it is, I'm fine with leaving him. So we're going to try to time this. Probably not going to happen. Nah, it was over. Alright, so 3-run game. I'm still kind of comfortable with Felix, but with him being as tired as he is, I'm fine with just throwing out a BP pitcher like Evan Phillips, somebody I'm not super confident in, and just hoping he can just get a lucky out, right? I mean, eventually this guy will probably fly out. I'm sure he has a pinch hitter off the bench that's very good against righties here. But the odds of him just flying out on something are pretty high. You know, there's always a chance he goes crazy and hits 3 home runs in a row, and Evan Phillips was the wrong play here. But I really don't want to waste Chapman. And there we go. We got him the ground out. It is what it is. So we kind of saved the bullpen a little bit like that. And honestly, Phillips probably isn't too tired after that. Player of the game, Cody Bellinger. Had a fat donkey before the game and decided to go crazy. So shout out to him. Mike Trout had a good game. Acuna could have had a monster game. He could have had maybe almost like the game of the year for me this year, but that one at bat where I just decided to throw was so brutal. So that is our World Series game. Not the most stressful one. Through like 5 innings it kind of was. But, you know, when it mattered, we hit. We started to catch on to some Nintendos. So right here, I'm not too interested in any of them. I thought Satchel would be a lot better than he actually is. So, unfortunately, we're not going to take him. But I think he is probably second most in demand. So, we'll throw him up for like 159K. And we'll take our 150K and head into next season. We're going to be at like 1.15 mil. Should be good for like the next chase card or whatever comes out. Any new captain boost, anything like that. Player of the game, obviously Bellinger. You can see through 4 at-bats, he is batting. Let me hide this. Batting 750 with 2 home runs. Slugging his brains out. Absolute stud. Mickey's been slumping a little bit. I don't think he did anything for us that game. Acuna went crazy. Trout went crazy. Obviously no chipper. I think Ellie had an Oppo home run that I sat on. J-Ram didn't do much, I don't think. I don't think Griffey did a ton, but I think he did hit like 2 singles or something like that. Overall, not a bad game. Well, like seeing something out of Adley, man. Adley is in the dumpster right now. You guys can't see it, but he has 1 home run. I refuse to believe it. Like, I hit good with him in co-op, and for me, just having a switch hitter that I suck with is probably still better than having like Joe Mauer get locked in against Randy for 2 at-bats, or locked in against John Donaldson, even though he does have a decent lefty swing. And yeah, when season resets, I don't know if pitcher energy resets when the season resets. My gut would tell me no. So we'll be looking to pitch Ohtani and either Stroman or maybe, one of these guys that I just want to try out. Because I don't know if Stroman's got it like that. He's on the fence for me. I know Musgrove doesn't have it like that. For right now, it's between Stroman, Kershaw, and probably Maddox for me for that 5th spot. Hopefully we get some, better pitchers soon. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it. That was me making World Series on Inside the Mind. I think we're going to do this probably through the next few seasons. You guys will probably see every ranked game I play, assuming people don't just quit like crazy. And I'll try to get one up every weekend throughout the split, and we'll just see how we make it, right? If I play 2 to 3 games per Inside the Mind next season, we're probably going to be looking at like 1,100 rating, 1,000 rating, something like that. Maybe a top 50 push would make sense, but probably not. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it. If you guys enjoyed, a like, a subscription would mean the world. Comment for the algorithm, and if you've watched this far, you're a goat, and I appreciate you. Till next time, peace.